Welcome to this week's Connect 3, where you, me, and Jesus connect through His Word. Today, reading John 20, I want us to reach into where Jesus appeared to His disciples and He spoke great words of comfort to them. However, Thomas was not with them at that time, and when the disciples later told Thomas about seeing Jesus, his reply was, "Unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, put my finger into the print of the nails, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." Those were Thomas's words. For this one act of doubt, we often refer to him as Doubting Thomas, rather than recognizing him as the Thomas who took the gospel to India. I pray that no single act of doubt may ever define you or me. Others may define us by one act, but it does not have to define us in our minds. We must consider what Jesus says and thinks about us, not what others say or think. That's a message for another time. But in this chapter of 20 in John, Jesus was not physically present when Thomas made the statement in verse 25. However, when Jesus came to the disciples a second time, Thomas was with them. After Jesus' greeting to all of the disciples, his first words then were directed to Thomas's need. Listen to what he says. After 8 days, his disciples were again inside, and Thomas was with them. Jesus came, the doors being shut, and he stood in the midst, and he said, "Peace be to you." Then he said to Thomas, "Reach your finger here and look at my hands. Reach your hand here and put it in my side. Do not be unbelieving, but believing." And Thomas answered and said to him, "My Lord and my God." Wow, what a moment for Thomas experiencing Jesus. You see, Jesus knew Thomas's doubt and met him at the point of his need. So while you may be at a point where, like Thomas, you're doubting, it may take some time, 8 days, 10 days, 50 days. But be assured Jesus will show up in the nick of time, watch, to meet your need. You, like Thomas, can carry the gospel so that others will know the joy that you have experienced. Listen, guys, hearing this ought to give you great hope that Jesus knows and He will meet your need. Just like when Thomas was not present when he was there the first time. The second time, Jesus met him at the point of his need and made the difference in Thomas's life. Listen, He'll make a difference in yours today if you'll listen for His voice. Blessings on you.